Hello and welcome back to Epicenter Moscow, and here with me is the defending champion, Captain K. Kuro Salehi Tahasomi, also known as Kuroky, from Team Liquid. So hello sir, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, thanks.
So are you ready to defend the title and to grab it for one more time?
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
So recently we had a new patch and it changed a lot, especially for support players. So you as a person who had to adapt to your own style and even control all of the rest, so how do you feel about the new things that have come to the game?
Well, it's still very new, so we're still figuring out what the case is with the patch. Personally, I think I found out some things for myself, and well, we'll see in the games.
Okay, the gold problem that we had seen in the previous patches for you, has it been solved or not? So will you have more gold for more items?
Well,
because you have quite a greedy, teammates, especially the one with big M.
Now it's like since I have a 9K team, we came to an agreement that I'll play with no items and I'm not allowed to hit creeps. So there's enough creeps on the map actually. Now, what jokes aside, it's I don't know how the economic balance will play out with the recent changes. We'll see just how it goes.
But what do you think, in this case, when we have brand new patch and nobody has really adapted to it, is it a sort of a benefit for some teams in some situations, just like you? Or it's, let's just say, a rock that hits every team and spoils actually competition?
I do think every team has a struggle every time a bigger patch comes. The skill that gets tested is when a patch hits is how fast can you adapt. Now the interesting question is it good that there's a constant influx of patches, or is it better that teams can master a patch, because a single patch can evolve, the game can evolve with no patching for in a time span of 6 months. But so it's on the one hand you have teams, they can adapt better, so they get rewarded. On the other hand you have teams that they're better at getting the niches and the details out of a patch, and they become masterful at it. Now it's not like players have control over it anyway, so my philosophy is I just accept what comes onto me and deal with it.
But still, you as a captain can do a lot, because you also affect all the motivation that happens inside of the team. At some point later the previous year you had some sort of shaky situation, but you finally back in the saddle. And what do you usually do to motivate your guys to just step up? Because, 9K team, lots of personality issues.
Well, I always I like to tell them what I like to tell myself, and that's just remember why you're here and what are you doing. It's easy, when you work, your job, it's easy to just forget what are you doing, why you're doing this in the first place. And I tell them what I try to tell myself. It's just appreciate that you're here and that you can do this thing. It's very nice, and just be happy about it.
And what's the most rewarding part of all your job, the game and all this media stuff and interaction? What's the best for you?
The best is winning.
Definitely. So we hope that we will do this again. And again, your former teammate, Jerex, will be here as well. And if I'm not mistaken, you and OG haven't played for a really long time. And you had no official games against Jerex in the new roster. So how would you feel about that? Because you see, it's a cross situation. So here you have Amer and they have Yese. And do you have some special vibe with OG again?
Well, I think the only special vibe would be that since they're the best team in the world, maybe that, but otherwise, just have a good game. Of course, they want to beat us, I want to beat them.
But you know what people say, they have some specific major mode and they have some other tournaments. And Epicenter, for the time being, is not a major yet, so you still have a lot of chances. So, and tell me please, in this really intense terms, so what do you usually do in your downtime just to get relaxed and refresh yourself before the new bunch of Dota?
Nothing specific. When I actually have free time, we just spend time with my family, just sitting at home, doing nothing is nice sometimes.
Oh, like a homesick person.
Yeah, just do nothing, you know. Just sit there and think about nothing.
Isn't it boring?
No, not for me.
Okay, let's hope that everything will be not boring and interesting for you here. So would you like to give any shout-outs before we let you go?
Well, shout out to all our fans and to my sponsors, and thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a pleasure again to see you, and we hope to see Team Liquid following to the very grand final to defend the title again. That was Kuroky from Team Liquid. Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.